with No Carnival Parking podcast number 6. I don't know how to say that in Spanish, or I would to impress you guys. Seis.
Number 6.
So what's up? We got Mike Romanelli as usual, Henry also as usual, Suarez.
What's up?
And who do we have
Joe.
here? Joe. I heard Grandma Joe.
Yes,
in the text,
as usual.
And I was like, Grandma named Joe. And then you popped up on the screen before anybody else. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
You know, grandmas are always on time.
Grandmas tend to be early.
Dinner's at 2. Dinner's at 2 o'clock today.
Dinner's at 2. Be there. He actually the Grandma Joe moniker came from one of the first times we really hung out. It was your Halloween costume. You were dressed as a grandmother or like an old lady.
I think it just looked like a grandmother to you.
Probably. I think you were like an old, something like that. And so I refer to him as Grandma Joe since then. And actually, that's actually what my mother calls him too. So it's stuck. And that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Joe's an esteemed colleague of mine, but also, like one of the themes of our show here is people who, break away from the norm and don't do the cubicle thing or the 9 to 5, etc. And I know Joe recently left his crazy job right before this pandemic started. And Joe, why don't you tell us a little something about what you used to do and what finally made the decision for you to leave.
For the past 4 years, I've been a 24/7
Lawyer giving legal advice to the Newark Police Department every time that they fuck something up and want to know how to unfuck it up, if they could unfuck it up, and whether it ever could be not fucking done again. So I was a prosecutor, handled gangs, guns, gun violence, all that shit. And
Crazy.
Then
Wow.
and I quit
What's up, guys?
the day of the pandemic.
You quit the day of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Wow.
March 16th, I started a new job. My last day was March 13th. So right when everything went to shit.
Wow.
And then you started a new job already?
Yeah, I've been working from home, thankfully. But it's...
Still
All
being a
different, huh?
lawyer?
What was that?
Still being a lawyer, or what are you doing now?
Yeah, now I'm just a normal asshole lawyer that, you can pay to do things for you. So
Chase ambulances, etc.
Chasing viruses and shit.
All right.
I spent the whole week learning unemployment law for what happens if you lose your job because of the Rona and how to get money from the government to do that. So
Are you going to start running commercials? Like, did your job fire you for corona disease? Did you get laid off and now you're quality of life?
disease? Did your top tell you to get the fuck out?
Yeah.
Joe's here to help you.
Exactly.
Yo, si habla español.
I only advertise from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Price is Right reruns. So
I'll be calling you about that afterwards.
all right, go right ahead. I have to keep my job going.
We got somebody else
Yep.
on the podcast.
Jeff
Who's up
Briggs.
here? Clint?
Jeff Briggs, my friend, and joined us tonight. So he doesn't have. I don't think you have a 9 to 5. Do you? You work from home a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a 9 to 5. I'm an advisor for a financial company.
Boo! Let's all boo this man.
Oh, he's the opposite of the Cardi. He's the opposite of the Cardi. He was a Cardi. Now he's a 9 to 5er. Clint, what are you doing, man?
It's kind of.
No,
all
I'm
the
just
time.
fucking with you, Jeff.
No, it's okay. I take it.
I'm just fucking with you. No, we're all messing around, but we are. You've lived that life, so you fit in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what the podcast is loosely about. People that don't have a regular 9 to 5 and like conspiracies, right?
Well,
I guess
travel.
that would.
No, I mean
That would
I don't know. I got hit in the head while I was doing my garden the other day, and I want to get the Bill Gates vaccine now.
That's a likely excuse. What's the
Are we
bill?
gonna start talking about zinc and how it's gonna kill corona?
Yeah.
No, I want to get the vaccine.
It's only if you would fucking inject it directly into your eyeball. This actually help.
I also
thought
want
it
to
was
get.
Temple.
That's what it is. That's what.
I
it is.
also want to
I
give
fucked
up
it
all of my I want to give up all of my, my cash and everything, and I just want to get implanted with a chip.
Can I have your guns?
Yeah, you could take those too because
thank God.
I'm done. I'm part of the system, so there's no more conspiracies on this show.
Your new fingerprint gun won't work with a chipped wrist.
Yeah, it won't even work. So you could have it, Henry.
I could sure
And
throw
you
that
gotta
thing
chop
pretty
off his
hard.
fingers.
I'm gonna be part of the plan. I'm part of it, guys. That's why I'm a
He's
little off
trying
today. They MK Ultra'd me yesterday.
He's trying to become a Mason.
You're gonna start posting on the queue.
Are you?
No, I'm
Jesus
opposite.
coming.
No. I'm opposite of that, man. I'm anti that. That shit is a fucking hoax. I don't believe in any of that shit.
That's what I thought. Yes,
I
you
want
do,
the
lie.
vaccine. No, I want the vaccine. I'm telling you. I want the vaccine. I want to give up my guns. I want to fucking. When we come back to the comedy club, you guys better not say anything fucking any racist words or anything. You're out. You're not fucking. You're not allowed to fucking play at the dojo.
Just, need
You
to
can only
find a
come
new
in if you have the RFID.
Social justice warriors only. That's it. Alt
We
rooms.
should do
You know.
Social
Safe
Justice
space.
Warrior comedy show.
Yeah, that's it.
Safest
We're-
dojo ever made.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's not gonna be called the dojo anymore. It's gonna be called the safe space.
It's called the safety net.
And actually, Jeff worked at a comedy club in Rochester, New York.
I did. I worked at a comedy club for like 4 years. It was probably one of the coolest jobs I had.
Awesome. What were you doing there?
So I did telemarketing. So we used to give out a lot of free tickets to help fill up the room. We'd put between 300 and 500 people a night, Wednesday night through Sunday night, into a comedy club. We had a lot of top acts like Bobby Slayton, Jimmy Schubert, Lisa Lampanelli when she was. I was probably 19, 18 at the time. So you're talking, man, like almost 19 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
No, really cool. We had 2 shows Friday, Saturday, so we'd have to tear down rooms in between. And
Nice.
but yeah, I pretty much did all their sales. There was a small team of us, and the lady that I worked with, who was kind of like the same as me, she was actually a functioning heroin addict, so that was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
She was actually ridiculously good at what she did, but she would
Heroin?
just go in the bathroom, shoot up, and then come out and like put a room together.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you could call if you know how to do the dope break, it could be a performance enhancer, you know?
Hey, listen, that's my joke that some people just go too hard. Man, just
100%
chill out.
true, man.
Just chill out and just do a little.
Yeah.
Man, you can.
It's when you run out of it is when the problem. Then it becomes like then you're fucked. Then you're just fucked.
It was a crazy job. Like, just I was thinking back about it now, like you could never do the stuff that they would do there. I mean, you'd have the kitchen staff out back making gravity bongs with 5 bucket pails, 5 gallon pails. During the day, you would have the bar manager making Long Island iced teas and then having you pound them in the back while you're making phone calls. Just pure shit show. But it was cool.
Is it 300-person room?
What's that?
300-person room?
So it was typically a 350 person room, but we
Wow.
would pack by almost 470, 475 in there. Really
Wow,
tight
that's a
big
fucking
events.
nice club. That's a nice club, man.
Yeah.
You could put anyone you want. You could put anyone pretty much in the. I mean, at 100 you could put anyone in the world, but at those numbers you could really anyone in the world like touring. Wow.
That building used to be a theater or anything? Was it?
No, so it was a restaurant. So it was a restaurant that was actually very well known, and they just had a comedy spot. It was a comedy spot for a long time, but they weren't supposed to have that many people in there. But what you got to remember too is they would have an 8:30 show and then a 10:45 show.
Wow.
And both of those shows would get about 450 people. So you literally have to do dinner service, do the comedy show, tear down the room, and then reset it up for another 475. And we did that for years.
Wow.
It was impressive. Really,
That's
gave me appreciation
crazy
for comedy. It was one of the coolest things I'd been a part of, for sure.
It was a dinner show type place.
Yeah. So they had a bottomless beer special. I think it was like $20, unlimited beers. You got a souvenir glass, and then like full high-end dinner too. So the restaurant end of it was actually really, really good food. It wasn't just stuff. It was actually, you'd get really good dinners.
Wow.
That's what you're
That's
missing,
awesome,
glasses.
What's that?
That's what Mike is missing, souvenir glasses.
Yeah.
You know what? We were working on those, but the I don't know. I'm not that quick tonight. I'm telling you, the MK Ultra was really rough last night. But no, I was working on souvenir glasses, but it was a big fucking chunk of plastic, and I'm not really into the plastic thing.
These were glass.
Really?
Glass pint glasses. Yep.
What?
This was in the 90s.
Yep. Yeah.
No,
yeah, I mean, the fucking the GM was a dopehead. The fucking owner was a gangster. I mean,
the owner was definitely
fucking
Sopranos type feel.
Yeah. Yeah. You walked out, you got a leather coat some nights. You're like, what the fuck?
The owner was actually an accountant. He really didn't know anything about the bar restaurant business. The general manager who actually set up the showroom and everything, he was amazing. He actually owns a comedy club up here in Rochester now and has a really good venue. Actually, I got Clint one of his first gigs up here
nice.
at Mark's spot. Comedy at the Carlson now is beautiful. But Mark did a really good job with that. And then Tony Ronzo would run all the other, like the bar and restaurant portion of it. It was really controlled chaos. And it was, like I said, it was a really cool experience. I got a huge appreciation for stand-up comedy and just putting together a joke and all that stuff. It was pretty cool.
That's what's really cool at working or owning or running a comedy club, right? When you see these guys, especially the younger guys, like I gravitate. We have some decent acts come in, bigger names, but I gravitate towards the Clints and the guys that are working because I love to watch them come in with something raw, and then in 6 months when it clicks, I love to see that. I love to watch a joke form, and then it's so fucking cool, man. And I got into it, honestly. I got into it because, I needed to make extra revenue in the place, but I got into it really more because I had the size of a room that could get names. Yeah. But I fell in love with what you just said. Watching them create the art is just my favorite fucking part.
For sure. The first time I saw Lisa Lampanelli, I don't know if you guys remember Lisa Lampanelli or seen her stand up, but
of course.
Early, you're talking early 2000s Lisa Lampanelli. When I would sit there and see the stuff that she would say, just the vulgar stuff, she made my jaw drop. But then you look around and people were loving it. Yep. But then you had guys like Scotty K. Scotty K is somebody that I don't know if you guys have heard of, but he was amazing. And then we actually have a radio producer up in Rochester now. His name's Pat Duffy. I watched him doing open mic nights to now he's a producer of one of the biggest radio one of the biggest radio shows up in Rochester now. So it was cool to watch his progression for sure.
Does someone have a radio on?
Yeah,
it's the MK Ultra last night.
That's Henry.
I always do.
As your lawyer, I have to advise you there's a copyright infringement if you're recording somebody else's recording right there. So.
I tell people that all the
time. He
doesn't
understand that. He gets told that every single show.
What's that?
He gets told that every single show and doesn't know that.
They'll just take our monetization on YouTube.
Yeah. We're not going to make our $5,000 tonight, Henry, because of you.
That's okay. That's all right. I can't,
fucking eating Hot Pockets tonight again, motherfucker.
I gotta have music on in the background, or I fucking slowly slip into insanity. So
we need to consult Joe for all this stuff.
I'm not getting my guaranteed money.
Yeah, you guys all lost your walkout money. Every single person.
That's it. Everybody. That's it.
Just
Jeff, you're in Rochester right now. Like that's where you live.
Yeah, I live on the west side suburbs of Rochester, kind of more on the outskirts for sure. Yep.
So I know I can't remember the name of the place, but I know there's like one of the biggest record stores on like the
Record Archive.
Yes.
Yep.
That place is nuts. Are you close to there?
Yeah, I'm pretty close. From where I'm at, I'm probably 20 minutes from most things in Rochester.
Okay.
Yeah, Record Archive's got a nostalgia about it. It's been around forever, and there's so much history there for sure.
Henry, it's funny you just asked him that because hold on, before I forget, because I'm gonna forget. Did we used to go to parties in Rochester?
We have, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have, and it's not fucking close.
It's not, but it's kind of close, but not really.
No, but I feel like what you're thinking of is Poughkeepsie. We used to go to a lot of parties in Poughkeepsie, but we have been to
a few in Rochester.
Twice.
Okay.
So yeah, Record Archive. That place. obviously I can't make the trip up there very often, but I buy a lot of stuff from them off of Discogs. Yep. And like just like researching that place, I was like, man, this place looks nuts. So I look it up on the internet, and it's like they have 1 million pieces of materials, whatever you want to say, like between records, CDs, etc. At any given time. It's like 1 million pieces of media. And I was just so impressed by that place. Joe, have you heard of that place, Record Archive?
No, because I'm starting to think that maybe one of the conspiracies here is that you're being paid by Record Archive
he's a Record Archive shill.
He is.
Everybody should shop at Record Archive.
Got him.
That music was provided by Record Archives. You motherfucker! I knew it.
Tonight's background music provided by Record Archive in Rochester.
So did you and Jeff talk before the show? I didn't even realize you guys knew
Jeff's
each other.
actually my cousin. I didn't want to bring it up, but he's on the white side of the family. Yeah. It's fine.
We got matching Record Archive tattoos.
Full chest piece, right across here. It's amazing.
Mine's on my hip. I can't show it.
Yeah. It's got that, what is that? The tramp stamp. That's what it is.
Yeah, we'll get demonetized.
One of these days. These guys always get on my case about playing music. I always forget that the internet is not cool.
Yeah.
They're not
it's
cool
also hard to hear our guests. It's also hard to hear our guests.
Rochester's actually got a lot of music ties. A lot of big musicians actually came from Rochester, actually made stops through Rochester. I never really realized it until I got older and just realized. Actually, even UFC fighter John Jones is actually from Rochester.
Yep,
you guys knew that.
Yep.
He's a disgrace.
Yeah. He's the best, but he's the worst in the same fucking breath.
Yeah.
Hey, Henry, you're a Devils fan. You go to
yes, sir.
Dinosaur Barbecue.
Yes, sir.
The original
sponsor. What's going on here?
The original is in Rochester.
I don't know, like this definitely seems like a
conspiracy. The original. Yeah, the original one is in Rochester. It's right. That's like the dope spot.
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the real dope one with the club, right?
Well, is there a club in
there? I thought Syracuse had the original, I thought.
Oh, that's right. It's Syracuse.
Yeah, Syracuse was the original, then it came to Rochester. We actually me and my wife actually had a rehearsal dinner at Dinosaur. So they have downstairs is the restaurant. They have live music every night. And then upstairs they have a 50-person little area. And that's actually where we had a rehearsal dinner.
That's awesome.
Now it's a 12-person little area.
What's that? Yeah, no, now it's like 7.5.
Rochester Fish used to be there in like the mid to late 90s. They used to play up in Roddy a lot. And like those were like the fucking shows, man. Before they started playing the Pepsi Arena in Albany, that was like one of the bigger venues they would play in Rochester. I'm not sure what venue would have held them in like the mid 90s, but
probably the War Memorial.
Yeah, that's it. That's totally it. Yeah.
There's a lot of Montage Music Hall plays a lot of acts. I've seen a lot of acts come through there. We actually saw a bunch of acts at trying to think of what the one music spot is where we saw who is it? Not Lumineers, Imagine Dragons. We saw at where did we see them? I can't think of the name of the place, but it's like right off the highway there. I can't think of the name of the music spot that they had a lot of big bands. I saw Imagine Dragons probably 6 years ago before they blew up.
Damn. We definitely went to a couple of parties out in Rochester, Henry.
100%. Yeah. No, I definitely 100%.
How far are you from New York City?
6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm driving 5.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where I told everyone we're like 2 hours away and we had to keep driving.
Dude, it's 2 hours away.
It's like a 2-hour drive.
It's way before everyone had Google Maps on their phone. Be like, dude, what are you talking about? Then like 3 fucking hours into the trip, it's like, dude, seriously, where is this place? It's like, oh, it's like another, 170 miles. Like, no big deal.
Yeah,
we're passing Canada right now.
Why do I have to show my passport to get in here?
You wouldn't have had to then.
I feel like I just remember Rochester for that. But John Jones for sure. John Jones is my favorite fighter of all time. I saw him win his belt. I saw him beat Shogun. And I get so upset when he fucking...
Will we ever see him fight again? Here's a good one. Jeff likes...
100%.
No.
Jeff likes MMA too.
You're not going to see John Jones fight.
But maybe not in the UFC,
Wow.
No, he will.
He got kicked out like 9 times. He's
No,
like
they've
guys,
never kicked
Guys.
Yeah,
I'm the
they've
biggest
never
UFC
kicked
fan
him
there
out.
is. I'm not even sure we're going to see another UFC for a very long time, let alone John Jones, who's
They're
got a
already-
DUI with a gun in his car, admitting on 2 body cams that he was shooting it. And I'm the biggest fans of both things.
They bought
did you see-
Epstein Island, and they're going to do it there. So,
No, it already got
in your
canceled.
face.
It's already done.
John Jones already plead. He already pled to a DWI. He's only getting 90 days of house quarantine and 1 year monitored probation.
So basically, I should just do something really stupid right now because we're all
No,
in a
you're
fucking
not
quarantine
famous
for 90
enough.
days.
You're not famous
Only if you can
enough.
afford his lawyer.
That's true. That's true. Very
Joe,
true.
how good are you?
Joe,
Joe.
yeah.
Very true. I cannot
Yes, of
right
course. Henry,
Oh,
this
see,
is like
that's-
page you talk about how great I am. Remember?
So
Yeah.
so is that?
Oh
so
yeah,
that's the
Joe's
thing.
got
Can
it,
I-
no problem.
I
Joe's
actually
the
have a Joe. Am I able to say that you are my lawyer now, or is that like a thing? So you know,
I mean,
You
we've
already
been
said
saying
it.
that for years, but
right?
He said it when you
Yeah.
got up to go mess with your music.
He said it when he was giving him drugs. That's all it was.
that's
He was
true.
like, "You should do
Yeah.
more drugs." That's when he was your lawyer.
we had many fear and loathing moments along the way. As your lawyer, I advise you take what's in the left pill canister.
Sounds
funny.
funny.
Your geochrome.
I advise you
Oh.
to listen to this song right now.
That's a really good point.
I've played that
What,
role
the
many
unicorn?
times, and I don't have a law degree
Pretty
for
sure
many
that,
artists.
that is a really good point too.
pretty sure that guy
Okay.
on Fear and Loathing had no degrees either.
No, he definitely did. No, Gonzo definitely had a degree.
Yeah, that guy 100% had a law degree.
No, he definitely.
Oscar Zeta Acosta.
Yep.
He 1,000% was an actual lawyer, and he was actually besides like the Hunter Thompson stuff, he was really famous for was it not civil rights, but
No, I think he's a
like-
big civil rights lawyer.
he was a
Back
big civil
in
rights lawyer, was it? Right?
Los Angeles, I think. Yeah.
because I know there was a bunch of stuff like even the people that were fucking that sat like the Native Americans that sat in on like fucking
Standing Rock?
Alcatraz or whatever. the fuck. Remember
you're
that?
talking like the old shit.
Yeah. No, he's that guy was fucking legit as hell, but he did a lot of drugs. There was actually a really cool movie.
Oh, like a
did you see the-
documentary, right?
But did you see the Fear and Loathing thing before Johnny Depp was in it? That like Bill Murray was in.
No.
And it was him and guy's famous. I can't think of his name. It's Peter something. A bald guy. He was like the father on one of them fucking stupid sitcoms or something. But he played
I don't fucking
Gabriel.
him. It's like from the book The Brown. I think it was called. The movie's called Where the Buffalo Roam. And that's because they used to call that dude the Brown Buffalo.
I think that's one of Hunter Thompson's first books, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Diaries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that movie's more geared towards Oscar Zeta Acosta's story than Hunter. Like Hunter's kind of like an afterthought, not an afterthought, but he's not the focus of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually
I
a
could
really
be
fucking
confused,
cool
too.
movie.
So,
It's actually a really cool movie.
Do you guys ever hear that?
Page
Do you guys,
say today?
do you guys ever hear that Hunter S. Thompson used to film snuff films for the elites?
The only thing, no, not Hunter Thompson. Stanley Kubrick.
He would buy. Yeah, Hunter would buy
Yeah.
them from Stanley Kubrick. Do you guys ever hear that shit?
No.
I've only heard it from you, and you're the craziest person I know. So
Yeah.
we'll let you know.
Okay,
But-
I thought Henry told me that one, but I
No.
That's why I fucked it up.
You told me that.
That's why I told you, dude. I'm not into that shit anymore.
Yeah, that's because I'm super into Kubrick and
All right,
and
ask,
Hunter Thompson.
ask these
and,
guys.
Well, I mean,
you
we
know.
all know he definitely filmed some of the moon landing stuff.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
He went to the moon?
If people don't believe that, they got fucking rocks in their head.
Kubrick went to the moon.
The telltale thing about the fucking moon landing, dude. How's the flag waving? There's no
Yeah.
wind in space.
Somebody was blowing on
Or in The
it.
Shining,
there's no
and there's so
oxygen.
many little details in The Shining that where he's like trying to give it up.
If you
Come
ever
on.
seen the documentary
Yeah.
237, dude, that is fucking mind blowing shit. Joe,
There's
if
so
you
many
see
little
that-
things.
Are you talking about there's hints in The Shining to the moon landing being faked?
Yes.
Is that what
Yes.
the conspiracy is?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
No.
heard that before.
No. Never
Oh, dude,
heard
watch
that
the
either.
documentary.
Have you ever heard
Like,
that,
for-
Jeff?
Clint, say it again?
Did you ever hear that, Jeff?
What, the moon landing?
With The Shining.
No, I didn't. But it was funny because when you like invited me on here, I asked you like what this was all about, and you said conspiracies. And the first thing I said, first thing I thought in my head was, are we gonna talk about the moon landing not being real? It's the first thing that went through my head. And then you guys came into it, so it's
like,
kind of
listen,
funny.
do I believe that we've been to the moon? Sure, but do I believe that fucking footage is us on the moon? Like, whoa. Goddamn way.
All right, guys. Do you guys all know that all the footage was taped over?
What?
How about
all of the original footage from the moon landing was taped over?
By what?
No.
What they taped? The Super Bowl?
It's like it was literally it was literally like back in the 80s when like your fucking older sister would fucking put her soap opera over your like fucking Super Bowl tape. Like Google that shit
like,
right
what
now.
Did they tape?
I know I'm fucking crazy. Google that shit right now. They lost all of it. And it's like, oh, someone taped over it. Come on, man.
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Dude, it's the same guy that taped
Google
over.
it, Henry. Google it.
It's the same guy that taped over Jeffrey Epstein's stuff.
Yeah, that's probably the same guy.
They asked the security guards, they're like, what happened to the tape? It's like, oh, man.
At this point, he's 100 years old.
Tape is fucking $5 a thing. What do you want me to do?
Kind of a messed up story talk about taping over stuff. Me and my wife had our wedding video taped over.
What?
That was awful. Yeah, like 4 months after our wedding, our videographer calls and was like, hey, I got something to tell you. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I don't have any of your wedding footage. And I'm like, what? I was like, how do you not back that up? Like, that's your job. Worst experience ever.
He's also like, oh, I have some worse news. I'm not giving you your money back.
No, he refunded, but like an idiot. Like, I didn't write down my vows or nothing like that because I was like, oh, sweet, it's recorded. I'll have it forever. No, not at all.
This is this is pre like people filming everything too, I guess, on phones, right?
This was like 2014. So no, I mean
14. All right.
Just people were being respectful of the videographer being there, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's taping over shit, man. That's fucking. But I'm telling you, the most important shit in the world. And did you guys see that there was moon rocks were given to I forget what fucking country, but there was moon rocks. We gave moon rocks to another country, and then it like fell out of the fucking it fell out of the frame or some shit, and they got it tested, and it was just like some shit from like Rockaway, New Jersey. Like, what the fuck? Dude, look it up. I swear to God, look it up. I'm not fucking around. Everyone who Google, fact check everything I'm fucking saying right now.
That's Mike's, that's going to be...
I'm afraid to Google some of that stuff.
We're going to make a...
I'm on the list anyway, so
we're going to make a shirt with Mike on it, and it's just going to say, hashtag Google that underneath him.
Google that. Why won't you Google big ups? Google it. Does anyone use a like a private browser thing? Like,
dude, are you like? Did someone really pay you today? Today you could use a VPN.
No, but like seriously, like, did you?
NordVPN, the best VPN of all VPNs.
Joe, you fucking know what I'm talking about.
All right, check this out, guys. Hold up. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. We'll talk about your VPN sponsor in 2 seconds. A moon rock, this is first thing on Google. Okay? A moon rock given to the Dutch Prime Minister on the Apollo 11 in 1969 had turned out to be fake. The curators in Amsterdam found the rock the rock turned out to be petrified wood.
Well, maybe there's fucking trees on the moon.
No, the U.S. gave that shit to fucking Amsterdam as a gift for their museum, and it was fucking petrified wood.
Well, you know.
But what's that website? Sense. Is that like moonisbad.com or something? Or
no, this is the Telegraph, the UK Telegraph, NBCnews.com. I'm sure you guys all trust that, right? NBC News.
Totally.
You guys all
totally.
Totally.
That's
BBC. I'm sure you guys like that one.
Flatearth.net.
No.
Not truth.
No, that's where I get all my truth from.
Truth. It's like I only go to truth.org.gov. That's my only thing.
Okay, this is the shining moon landing. Now, some of these I don't know. Unnecessarily complex metaphor. Jack Nicholson's character is Stanley Kubrick. The hotel is America. The hotel management is NASA. Why? All work and no play proves it. May I humbly suggest that the word all is this repeated sentence actually stands for all that is A11 or Apollo 11. Like, this is reaching a little bit here on that.
Okay, hold on. You know what's not reaching?
Was the sweater? Hold on.
Can you guys read that?
That is funny. But who the fuck is Reuters?
That's amazing.
Who's Reuters?
Reuters?
It's a pretty Joe, is that a reputable source?
Yeah, I'll give you credit.
All right, thank you.
Okay. And
no, but some of the stuff with the
hold on, let me read through the other things.
When the kid's playing with the cars,
there's a whole list.
The floor.
Well, debut it. Argue with me when I've read it. Why a sweater proves it. Danny is wearing a sweater with a crudely sewn rocket picture on the front. On the rocket, clearly seen on Danny's sweater, are the words Apollo 11. Okay. Why stray shot of 7-Up crates proves it. 7 Apollo missions went up to the moon, but only 6 landed. 6 crates of 7-Up.
That's a little much, but yeah.
Why a key labeled room 237 proves it? Because the average
237,000 miles away is the moon.
Yes.
Yep.
Actual average distance to the moon. Do you know that?
The actual average distance, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. If you look at the pattern that I have, like this pattern of the carpet, it actually mimics
matches the drapes.
It's the exact, like, if you look at it, it's the exact pattern of what is it? Not Cape Canaveral. Where the fuck did it take off from? Was it Cape Canaveral?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if you look at it from the fucking sky, it's all these like octagonal fucking shapes everywhere. Right, it's the same pattern as the fucking floor, as the carpet.
That wasn't my question.
What's that?
The question was what actual average distance to the moon.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's 238,857.
Slightly longer than the distance from New York City to Rochester.
It's about 2 hours.
It's like an hour and a half, man. We get there in an hour and a half. 2 hours tops. 2 hours tops. We're at 2 hours.
We're there.
2 hours. That's my line to everyone. You got 2 hours, you're good.
Unrelated comment made in passing. We always used to say everybody in Vermont, everything was like about half an hour. And then we were like, if it was real far, it'd be like 2 half an hours. They wouldn't stray from half an hour.
That's definitely true, man.
4 fucking half an hours, you could be there. It's no problem.
Right. I'd have such a problem with that. Man. Like, it's probably like 6.5, half an hour.
I had a TV.
What?
I had a TV head unit in my van, and I used to measure trips in movies. I'm like, that's 2 movies. I'm there
easily.
Unrelated comment made in passing. Of course, the Cold War is also one of the driving forces for the entire reason for faking the moon landings. It was necessary to hide the advanced U.S. saucer technology from the Soviet Union. That's apparently a random statement in the movie.
The only guy with the mic has the worst audio.
I turned away from it. That's why.
Yeah,
my mic's too good. Okay.
Reason, but I feel like that's only on for us. Like,
no, it's not. It's because I go like this.
Look. Oh, really?
Look. Yeah. It's the same fucking mic as I use at comedy, and I normally put my face right on the mic when I do comedy.
That's true like this.
Are you going to do that after this fucking pandemic?
I'm going to bring my own mic. I'm going to bring my own mic in. I'm going to plug it in.
You guys aren't you? You're going to share mics.
I will.
I mean, you're going to bring your own mics.
None of these other cheap bastards have mics. I'll just bring my own.
I have a mic.
Some jerk going to stick his tongue on as a joke.
Joe, what's the fucking, both of you, actually all of you, what's his name? The doctor, Fauci?
Fauci.
Yeah, he's like, bro, no one's ever allowed to shake hands again. That's over. It's like, it's done. Like,
so
people shouldn't do that.
Jiu-jitsu.
That's insane.
So
I think Hillary Clinton told him to say that.
Jiu-jitsu's done then. You can't have that sport.
What are Italians going to do?
God.
We're fucked, dude. We're fucked. Half of us are dead anyway.
That's true.
That's true.
They got rid of all the old ones.
We still do the gestures and shit, though.
Oh, yeah.
Still
yeah.
A bunch of this.
They'll just go silent and use their hands.
It'll be like RIT up here.
RIT? What the fuck is that?
the largest deaf college in the country. It's Rochester Institute of Technology. It's number 2 to MIT. It's in Rochester, New York.
Dude, this is when is
how do you get a job there? Talking with my hands to these kids.
When is the mayor gonna come on here and give us money for all this ads for fucking Rochester?
Seriously. Come to scenic Rochester.
We have garbage plates.
Coronavirus free.
And garbage plates.
Not. I was gonna suggest Clint does reading children's books for a podcast.
In drag?
Horrible. I read like a child.
I heard he was one of those
I could probably read a children's book.
Yeah, like Whole Foods selling. They have fucking. It's like San Francisco.
Yeah.
We have fucking story hour.
Yeah, this fucking guy says he's a comic.
300-pound fucking drag queen with a huge beard. What the Christ is happening?
It's Clint reading your kid a story.
Yeah.
That's fucking great, Jeff. Guys,
I would love that.
I got to step out for 1 second. I'll be right back.
No.
Oh, of course.
No.
I'm gonna hit.
That's
He's wearing
Joe,
pants
what's
at least.
Joe, that sounds like in The Simpsons when they're like, oh, Christopher Walken's over there reading Goodnight Moon. It's like, good night.
Attack.
Moon.
Attack
Good
him.
Moon.
Attack him.
Good night. He is. He's being a fucking asshole today. What's the matter with you?
He's bored, dude.
Do you put bees in his mouth?
So you can shoot bees at him. Who's that?
Lick his face.
Oh God. It's because we couldn't go fucking hiking today. Oh, jerk off fucking Phil Murphy can suck my fucking balls. Shut fucking. I can't go to Lewis Morris anymore. It's shut down.
Yeah, but you notice that the places, they're full of people who've never been outside ever. And now oh, well, pandemic, I might as well just go get my fat ass outside and, pick up the whole trail. So,
but dude, all I do is fucking drive into the park. I park my car and go directly onto, that's where the trailhead is. Why the fuck can't I do that? Yeah,
shut down?
It got fucking shut down.
Dude, if those motherfuckers made me pay for a fucking trout license too, because they were I got an email go trout fishing while you're fucking staying at home, from the fucking fishing game. So I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. I'm I'm allowed to go fishing. This is amazing. And now I'm seeing shit on fucking NJ, whatever, people getting arrested or thrown, not arrested, but tell me go fuck home for fucking fishing. I'm gonna be so pissed off because I was like, why would I buy my license? They're not gonna let me fish. And all my friends are like, dude, you're home. You bet there's no reason why you're not gonna be fishing. Because I love to fish until I moved to Rockaway to fish, and I never fished in 16 years. I literally bought the house because I was close to the river, and I fucking have been fishing twice.
Did you think that you were free? Did you think you were free and you could harvest fish out of our river?
I paid my fucking $40.
Did you pay out of our river for the trout stamp?
Yes, of course. 30 and the 10.
All right, you need to divvy it up between the 5 of us.
I'll give you guys as many fish as you want, but I don't think I'm allowed to anymore.
Fuck that, just go.
Why? You said you bought a license. What are you talking about?
Because last week they were they put it in everyone's fucking head, oh, you can go fishing next week.
If you have a license, you have to get a license.
State parks and county parks only. The towns can still keep open.
So if I go to the Rockaway River, I should be fine, right?
Yeah. As long as Rockaway didn't close it, yeah.
Joe, how do you remember all this stuff? How do you remember this stuff?
All I've been doing is reading the executive orders day in and day out. I'm a very exciting guy.
Well, she doesn't have CTE like us three.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
He's wearing a fish hat that would point to a little bit.
Oh. Now, Joe's one of the most straight shooter fish fans I've ever met, because the rest of us are fucking degenerates, and he is not, which is nice.
Usually, my goal is to get Henry in and out in one piece, and
pretty much
his house.
You're the festival
the
coyote.
What was that?
You're the festival coyote.
Yes.
You ever seen them? They got
Henry
the flag.
I smuggle him out.
They got the flag. They're like, "Hey, you guys are following me. I'm your spirit guide on this journey."
I gotta make sure fucking Mike's okay. So
yeah, you gotta make sure I'm okay.
Of course I. What do you mean?
Stop that.
Oh, please,
I go to shit by myself. I'm all good in the hood.
So
he finds somebody random to take care of him.
Or to fucking thumb in the eye.
Yeah, dude. They're saying you can fish. Go buy a license from us. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I did that.
Then
but I think I'm not gonna be able to.
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
because just trout season starts tomorrow. Right? So 2 weeks or a week ago, I can't fucking remember days. I think it was a week ago. They said I got an email and a bunch of from the fishing game, and my friends were all like, "You're gonna get a license of like your home, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. I get it every year, and I barely use it." And then I bought it, and they even had it like normally you have to go to Walmart or something to get it. They had it right online. They give you a temporary. They're gonna mail it out to you. They had their whole like coronavirus fucking update on their site. And today I saw on one of the New Jersey websites, or maybe this is so terrible. I could have been reading on a fish or a conspiracy board that someone got arrested for fishing in New Jersey.
Yeah, probably that didn't have a license. You heard about one guy maybe that got arrested, and now you're like, oh, they're not gonna let me fish.
Yeah, they're gonna put me in FEMA camp for fishing, man.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go out to go fucking fishing, and I'm gonna end up in a FEMA camp, and that's gonna happen. And I'm scared, guys.
It's like, well, where'd you hear this from? Be like, I don't know. I thought I heard it from a guy that I met. Fucking yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? So you didn't hear this at all?
No, I'm sorry. Now that I read it on the internet somewhere, and it was
conspiracy.com.
It was New Jersey.
It was conspiracy.com.
Like Joe said, it was .info.
Truth.
Third eye truth seeker fucking net.
.gov.
Oh shit! Check this out. Hold on.
What the deal is now? You buy the fishing license to be able to fish, and then when you catch something, you have to go and pay extra tax.
No.
Speaking of fucking go fuck Phil Murphy and his asshole for shutting down the park.
Oh.
When I was hiking the day before yesterday, I fucking found this.
Yeah, that's so dope.
Hey, how many people were on that trail when you went the other day?
Like, are you fucking kidding me with it? Look at this thing.
Oh, that thing's awesome.
That's a sweet deer.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right?
Okay, so how many people?
You have to hurt an animal to get it.
How many people were on the trail?
Pussy, you fucking pussy.
Fuck you.
How many people were on the trail when you went? Because I went hiking over the weekend.
Well, like the routes that I take, I pass like fucking one person an hour.
Even,
but like if you're in, but like the park itself, because the way that park is set up is there's baseball fields and there's a dog park. There's like all kinds of different sections. But if you're on the trails and you're, where it starts to do switchbacks and it's like, it's not fucking an easy trail. There's nobody there. But as soon as you get towards like right where the fucking park is, there's like, everybody's in like those.
There's
areas.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Dude, we hiked
more than normal.
We hiked on a trail that normally we'll see like 4 people maybe, and there was fucking like 15 or 20. And I was even saying that I'm like, these fucking assholes are gonna ruin nature. Like this is what I go into the woods for. There's nothing worse than going into the woods and seeing people.
Yeah. It's literally the worst part of a hike. Joe, have you been to? Did you try to go to Pyramid or anywhere over there, like Turkey or anything?
I took the kids to what's it called, Jonathan Woods. We've been to Torn too, but I assume that Pyramid and Turkey are just overflowing more than normal.
That's one of the worst spots, man. Like when you pull into that place, it's like you can't even fucking park. Number one, and it's like how is it? But again, if you take certain routes, you won't see anybody.
Yeah,
it's like any hike that gets a little bit of like little techie, you don't see people out there at all. But it's like, why the fuck are you gonna? How can you shut down the woods, man? Like how?
You guys ever work in a mall growing up?
Yeah.
Never. No.
Like a day or two.
All right. Do you know about mall walkers?
Yes, mall walkers are insane every day.
Right. And they spread out and they power walk through the mall. And so now that all the malls are bankrupt to begin with, and then you can't go into them for the shutdown, all the mall walkers are out in the street and the trails, and it's like these like hordes of old ladies, and they just like sit there and they just go shoulder to shoulder, going down the trail all at once, and they don't move for anybody. So they shut them down. So
you think it's a gang? It's like a gang of old women.
They're all just spit in each other's mouths.
I know gangs, right? Walking. Yeah, I've seen a gang before, and that's what it's like. Yeah.
It's way worse than heroin.
Ladies in the woods. So.
That's a thing. Like people just like to show up at the mall and just fucking pace around for hours.
Oh, yes, before it's open.
Older women,
pretty
much.
Yes. All day.
I've seen it.
Get the fuck out of here. That's insane.
When I had a place in the mall, yes, people do that all the time, and they get there early.
Shit, that's right.
They get there early. They get there early.
They don't move for you. Like they'll plow you over.
That's the route.
Yeah.
That's fucking. That is nuts to me.
You better get off the tracks when the train's coming through.
Yeah, my neighborhood.
My mall, motherfucker. My mall.
We always take walks in my neighborhood, and there's so many more people out. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Of course, people are going out. But
well, honestly, when everything first started, I thought that was one of the best parts is that people were out and doing the things that you should be doing, walking around, like doing. And now it's like, fuck you, people, go home. Like you're ruining it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to play basketball with some strangers. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just want to lick the basketball. It's not a big deal.
They've ruined the nature again.
Yeah, but all that pollution, the air is so clear. You see the Death Star. Go outside right now. The Death Star is just hovering out there.
Joe, it's funny you say that because there's two. That's twofold. So the first thing is when I was with my kids yesterday, I said it looks like I'm seeing an HD. My daughter's like, "What are you saying? You're so crazy." I'm like, "No, everything looks like HD right now because I live pretty close to 80, but everything is just so bright, right? Because like the pollution. I don't know. Am I crazy? Do you guys see it? Does it seem like
no? I completely agree, man.
Sharper out there.
They're gonna give.
We do this fucking podcast at this time, and I also gotten texts and calls that if you go outside at this time and look up, you will see fucking motherships like crazy, and that's why they're telling us to stay in.
Dude, I laid in my hammock last night or 2 nights ago from 11:30 till like fucking 3:30 in the morning, and was just like staring and just waiting to see something. Nothing. Not one thing.
You're talking about like a hammock you stay in, not like you're not wearing a thong just staring at yourself for 3 hours overnight.
No,
right?
well, the one that goes like, from your junk and then up your ass and then like around.
Oh, nice.
Like one of those.
Like the Borat.
Yeah,
like,
Borat.
Oh yeah, like yeah, like Borat. Like I wear one of those.
Nice, bro. That should definitely bring in some fucking aliens.
I was standing on 202, just going, "Fucking take me, please, just take me." Dude. But it didn't work. But yeah, I was searching for some ships. I didn't see any. Welcome to this, by the way, Jeff. If, I know you're meeting us for the first time, and this is real stuff that we talk about all the time because we are fucking insane people. Well, Joe already knows this, so it's not even a big deal.
No, my phone's been blowing up. Like it always blows up after 10 o'clock. Like, dude, that's the new one. The new one that everyone hits me up about is, did you see the aliens? And I'm like, dude, I gave up on aliens like fucking 3 years ago.
What about Bigfoots?
Bigfoot?
Sasquatch? Bigfoot? Did the guy from Blink-182 go? Isn't he going chasing right now? He left the band for that.
He's
alien.
Aliens. I think aliens.
He's an alien guy.
Yeah, he's an alien.
Supposedly, didn't he say on Rogan?
But that's okay.
Didn't he say on Rogan that like the government was contacting him because he had so much information?
Oh, that guy's not even in Blink-182.
He's no bueno.
No, he got out of it to go chase Sasquatch.
No,
oh my God,
he's chasing fucking UFOs. Is he not?
That's fucking insane. I know that what's his name took over for him, the guy from Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio.
Hoobastank.
And no, definitely not. Definitely not. Hoobastank. I always felt like Hoobastank was an Incubus cover band.
Shit.
That's what it is.
I swear to God, Hoobastank is an Incubus cover band. I am putting it out there for the world to hear. And if you are in Hoobastank, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
That was your first anti-plug of the night.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, unless you're gonna tell about the Hoobastank tour. The Incubus tour at the end of the.
Yeah, exactly. That was the Incubus plug.
Incubus.
I'm pretty sure if they didn't just release a new album like a month ago, they're about to drop a new album also.
Yeah.
He's like, dude.
Incubus, that is. Yeah. So
Henry's like,
Incubus hasn't had a good.
Surprised.
They haven't had a good
show in
album
Rochester.
Since Oh, they have a show in Rochester.
I'm just fucking with you guys.
At Dinosaur Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my phone's been blowing up about the aliens. Like people are like, "Oh, dude, it's the aliens and the comet thing."
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's staying inside. I think I brought that up a couple episodes ago.
I made a joke that I'm getting rid of everybody on Facebook that disagrees with me, so that way everybody just confirms I'm right. And maybe you got all those people texting you right now.
No, but I don't believe it all. I'm telling
you don't believe it?
No, I'm not really into aliens anymore.
Okay.
I'm starting to like.
He's like, they're not real because I'm over it. I was into them for so long that now.
It's like I'm on some whole other woke shit. Like, don't even worry about it. It's fucking, you know.
Yo,
now
he's like,
it's all about Epstein now. Epstein's an
yeah.
alien.
He's like,
I want to go back into the aliens and stuff. So I'm sick of that shit.
He was like, I was on Aliens way before anybody, man. Now it's like played out.
I was into aliens before it was cool. Okay, like that's a fucking thing.
I want to believe in aliens. Really
aliens
bad.
are stupid now because everybody else likes them too. So
my only thing with any of it, especially so back to Sasquatch for a second, because I've been out there in the fucking redwoods and whatnot, and like goddamn, like you know, there is so much forest out there that you could certainly hide, etc. But how do you not find one fucking skeleton of one of them, one of them, just one? Like, you know, that's.
No, but I mean,
crazy.
they do say the Smithsonian's and shit have them, and so you'll have seen like gigantic stuff.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Well, one of the theories I've heard about Sasquatch is that they're actually like shapeshifters, and they can, like when they die or whatever, they fucking like revert back to like a normal human skeleton or some shit. Something fucking insane like that. That's one of those like look it up things too. But yeah.
Google it.
Google that.
Yeah, like they're interdimensional and shit. That's kind of where I've gone with aliens.
Interdimensional?
That's where he's going with them.
You've been interdimensional with aliens?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if they're aliens, but yeah, I've definitely gone interdimensional with some kind of shit. But I'm not sure if they're like up. Like, I don't know if they're in the sky.
Joe suggests you don't talk about that.
They could. Water is definitely more possible. And then, like I said,
those are crab people.
USOs, unidentified submersible objects.
Yeah.
Sataliens. Satan aliens.
I like that.
I like it.
Saliens.
Sataliens.
Could be. I mean, I don't know. With this new fucking where we're at now, I'm open for everything again. I'm hoping fucking aliens are gonna come down and fucking take care
anally
of
probe you.
That would be nice.
What was that?
Definitely. Mike's just looking for a gang probing.
Mike's like, I wish the aliens would come down and probe me.
I used to wait for my gangbanging from them every night, and
I was super into aliens, and I would fucking grease up my butt.
Yeah, I would do the meditation and everything, and nothing would come out of it.
You know, I just sit there and watch Signs over and over again. I used to call Shyamalan, M. Night Shyamalan. Joe, I know you're also a conspiracy guy. What's your favorite one out there?
I'm a conspiracy guy. Well, you ever notice that hot dogs are sold with or they're packs of 10 for hot dogs, but the buns are only sold in packs of 8?
Oh, so, yeah, dude. That's like the beginning of it.
So you got to buy more every time.
Fuck yeah, man. These motherfuckers. These cocksuckers.
That means you have to eat at least 2 buns with 2 wieners in it.
Listen, I mean, I can't do math. I wouldn't be a lawyer if I could do math.
Or you got to split them up. You got to cut some of the hot dogs in half. 1.5 dogs.
Buy more and more packs until it evens out, or just drop a bun or 2, you know, and hope for the best. So, yeah, but I mean, that's a total conspiracy right there, 1,000%. Also, did you hear this one? That there's the Andrew WK. There's not just one. There's multiple Andrew WKs.
You've told me that.
Yeah, I very much believe in that. If you look at pictures of him, he's a different dude as the years go on. And if you're not familiar with him,
we don't even need one.
I know who he is, kind of, but there's a lot. We can go down that rabbit hole. I don't know if we have enough time, but there's so many celebrities, especially rappers. Like it might have happened to me. I gotta check my tattoos. Like I said, I got MK Ultra last night. Did they get MK Ultra and they come back and there's different, or there's multiple, or there's doubles and shit?
Tupac.
Tons. Especially rappers.
Did you see the shit that Hannibal Buress did? I was watching YouTube last night. He bought like a body double that looked nothing like him and paid for him to go do a whole presser. And the guy like got on camera, gave an interview as Hannibal Buress.
No, I love that. That's awesome. No, like see, I hate to say it because he's one of my favorite humans of all time, but they say that Dave Chappelle's a clone. And I hate to talk shit about him because I love him. He's one of my favorite humans of all time. But seriously, like when he went crazy, which he definitely didn't go crazy, and then he came back and he's jacked and he smokes and like doesn't make sense. He looks so different.
He does.
Dr. Dre. I mean, there's so many guys that are just so different.
Sammy
I don't know
Sosa.
Yeah, I mean,
Sammy Sosa's a white guy now.
Yeah, my
Sosa
wife
looks more like Mark
so
McGwire.
I told my wife that one time, and she's like, "Shut the." She like, I gave her the Google so quick. I was like, "Oh yeah, Google this." She was
Google
like,
that.
She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fucking Sammy Sosa right now."
Sammy Sosa's a white guy. Totally.
Yeah. Do you think
totally a thing?
Do you think Michael Jackson's just walking around as a white guy now?
I think Michael Jackson's dead.
Epstein is.
Epstein's
Michael
dead.
Jackson
Epstein's probably on an island. I mean, dude, after he died, his bank account became active and his fucking plane was active again. I mean, that's nothing to look into there.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. I
I
wouldn't worry about that too much.
Yeah, I want to look at, and the tapes just happened to not work that day.
Do you think
that's my favorite part? Like how it's like that guy knows. It's like, oh man, they finally got somebody that fucking knows. Like he knows so much, and it's like, okay, well now it's the countdown till he kills himself, and everybody knows it. It's like the thing that killed me about that was that it's like they weren't even fucking trying to hide it or to cover it up or anything. Nothing. It was just like, yeah, this guy's in jail, and you know his cellmate like 2 weeks earlier, like they found fucking Epstein on the ground, like the shit beaten out of him. He's with this huge fucking that fucking meathead. He takes headphones out. He's like, I didn't fucking see nothing. Puts his head back. That's it. And it's like, okay, how do you not have a person like that in the most fucking protective custody of anyone ever in history? How is that a fucking thing? Why is that a fucking thing? Why?
I don't know.
Again,
it's just
dude, you're not talking about a little fucking crime. You're talking about some of the biggest fucking most horrific crimes in history. And what? That's like putting fucking Hitler in Gen Pop. Why the fuck would you do that? Like it doesn't make any. It's like that's the part. It's like they're not even trying. They're not even trying anymore. They're like, fuck you.
Bro,
we know you know, and it doesn't fucking matter.
That's why.
You know, and we're
all us Americans were laughing and made jokes when fucking El Chapo had tunnels dug up and was out of jail. Like, how do you fucking do that to him? But look what happens at Epstein. No one says a fucking word.
Right.
Same shit. We're all like, that. If we had him, we do this and that. Like, okay, but we had our fucking El Chapo. We had him, and what happened to him? He was gonna fucking flip and talk. I mean, he probably never was. I think he was intelligence. This is the kind of stuff I want to talk about aliens. This is the kind of stuff that's gonna get.
You want to get back into aliens?
They're not gonna get. Listen, you're not gonna get taken to a damn FEMA camp for this.
No, I think Mike's
No, but I probably will for
going to a
fucking
FEMA
trout
camp.
shipping. I'll be trout fishing. I'll go to a FEMA camp. I always said I thought I was gonna meet Sam Tripoli in a FEMA camp.
Only if
So
you
I'm
eat
a
this
little bit
stuff.
ahead of schedule.
Only if you take it out and give your family sustenance with it.
Yeah.
You
what
can
I'm gonna
catch
do.
the fish and just throw it in, even if it dies. But if you take it home and you give your family nutrition out of it, then you're in trouble.
Why?
Because that's how America works. That's why we want them to take care of the healthcare system as well. Because that would be a good idea. So far, they've been really good with everything.
Yeah. They have been. It's been great.
Yeah, it's really everything's been working really well. Back to this now. I want to, Jeff. Do you personally have a favorite conspiracy? Is there something that you just completely believe in? I know you mentioned Sasquatch, and that's another one that's in my wheelhouse.
So the Oklahoma City bombing was an inside job.
Oh, fuck yeah, it was.
Hot
I actually
take.
watched a whole in-length video. My grandfather had it about how the explosion all blew out instead of in, based on where the truck was. Where the truck was supposedly, they put plywood over it. There was no actual hole there. The debris blew out like almost a mile outside of the blast zone. A guy that worked there saw a group of people wrapping stuff around pillars in the basement out there. And then they found the right person to peg it on that said he would, take it because of his kind of government point of views. That was probably the first one I've ever been turned on to that I've
old school.
Listened to.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's old. That's old school.
Yeah.
That's more in depth than I've heard though. I don't know.
Dude, I'm drawing such a blank, but yeah, that one is real weird.
That one is actually so weird. Have the video. That would be a cool thing for you guys to do on this. Would be to try to find like archive video footage.
Oh my god, I love that idea.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
And go down a rabbit hole of a conspiracy theory, and I'll talk about it, kind of just like show viewing, but the conspiracy theory, one topic specific.
I like it.
I'm telling you, I'll show you guys so many things. Everyone will say that's not true. That's not true.
Look it up would you like for other people to go down this rabbit hole with you, Mike?
No, actually, I kind of don't want you guys to go.
Yeah, we need to get your mental illness on tape.
The decline. We have to like slowly watch the decline.
No, I'm coming. This pandemic is making me more and more trust the government.
Because of the excellent job that they've handled it.
Yeah, because I'm richer than I've ever been.
So
Yes, exactly.
Did somebody visit your house today?
Huh?
Somebody visit your house? Oh, yeah. How long? What was the guy, McVeigh, that did the Oklahoma City?
Timothy McVeigh.
Were you guys MK Ultra together? Or Mike?
No.
Yeah, see, that's crazy too. So they just pinned it on that. Did they execute him or
Yeah,
was he still? They did, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So like Jesus
With LSD.
Christ.
They killed him with LSD. They just gave him so much LSD. Fucking.
He was like good with it though. Like he like made up his story on how it fit, and it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I said, this video was probably like 45-minute long. My grandfather had it, and I watched, and it was the first thing I was like, holy shit! Like I was probably 15 when I saw the video. And at that point, I was like, all right, this shit happens.
And this is your grandfather like presented this to you like, hey, like, listen, like they're lying to you and blah 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 blah.
Nah, he had a buddy. Like my grandpa always had like weird shit. Like he always had like just stuff that you kind of weren't supposed to or things like that.
Oh, really? Whoa.
Nice.
My ears just perked up again. Really?
Yeah.
Was the FBI just texting you, Mike?
What?
Was the FBI just texting you?
No, back to this. Go ahead.
So he just happened to have the video. So he's like, oh, you can watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, this was probably, yeah. I mean, it might have been even longer than like when I was 15. I might have been even younger than that. But it was just like I said, I watched it and it was kind of eye opening just how they explained. Like they had somebody that was a explosion, really specific in explosions and knew it. And they said, listen, like the way that the debris flew out, where it hit, the damage it did to buildings and other areas, like if this truck that was in front of this building actually exploded, the blast would have been completely different. So it was super interesting, and I don't know if he still got the video, but if he does, I'll figure out a way to
That's amazing. Yeah,
if
totally.
I can get it somehow, I'll figure out how to get it to get it to digital and get it to Clint so you guys can check it out.
Do you see, Mike? Do you see how we had to get going to figure out how this thing was going to end up working? Because what Jeff said is a good idea.
It's a great idea. I mean, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to make money, and unless Clint or even Joe could figure out how we can talk over it. So we can
yeah,
Clint's already doing it with some of his stuff. I mean, at that point, once you get viewers on, just get Eddie Bravo on here. All you gotta do is get Eddie Bravo on. You guys are good.
Well, Mike's
that guy's fucking nuts now.
Yeah, we could. I mean, Eddie might be a hard one. Well, those are harder ones, but yeah, some of their friends can possibly come on here.
Follow the whole.
Yeah, I already do. As far as dirt bike stuff, Mike, I already do. Like, I did a movie viewing with the people that made the movie and some like big ass name riders on it just the other day. And I have another one planned for next weekend.
Guys, I will show you guys some fucking shit. Like I've been doing. I feel so bad. I've been doing it to my fucking poor mother who's locked in her house because she'll be like, she's the only person that listens to me. She's the only one that listens to me.
So let's do it.
Of course, like your mom's the only person that ever listens to you, right? So like, I'll be like, she'll be like, oh, my 401ks, and I'm like, fuck that, and I'll start talking to her about shit, and then I'll have her watching videos, and she like listens. She's like,
how old is your mom? Do you think that she needs to be hearing this now?
I don't know. Like I said, nobody else wants to listen to me about this shit. But you watch.
How long have you known your mom?
My mom is 63.
How long have you known her though?
Almost 40 years.
Okay, just
why?
checking. What the fuck?
But I'm just saying, like,
what is that? What is he doing over there?
He's playing spoons.
I mean, yeah, he's probably.
Is he spoon man?
He's got to like get it out. We might have hit a nerve with like something I was talking about. He's got to like run or do some jumping jacks, some shit.
He's got to touch the doorknob 10 times.
Yeah.
So you guys do this every week?
We do it twice a week. Monday and Thursday.
I like it.
And then after when we hang up, we'll talk for another hour. And honestly, that's where we really should be recording. But
well, I appreciate you guys inviting me on. I'm glad I could come on and be a part of it. And,
yeah, Jeff, it was great having you, man. Awesome. You helped us. I would like to hear more about it. If you find that Oklahoma City bombing tape or wherever we can find it, I would like to watch that.
I'll call him tomorrow and see if he still got it, or I'll try to see if I can find. I thought I saw footage of it somewhere on like YouTube or something.
I'm sure.
I'll try to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely look it up. But yeah, no, this was kind of a blast, and I like what you guys got going on here.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
What's the first?
I'm not gonna lie, real quick before we check out of here, Jeff. You know, one of these times if we have you back on, we might have to have your grandfather next to you, and he can tell us all about a bunch of this stuff he's not supposed to have. That would be great.
I love my grandfather, but I don't think I could put him on video. I think it just wouldn't be good. He's like old school and just gnarly. Yeah. But
I want it
better. Oh my
God.
God.
It is. He's like one of those people you talk with in person, but you can't admit to the stuff that he said.
Oh, we've all got one of those. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Kind of like me. Kind of like me.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, it was amazing to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Thank you
so much for checking in.
Thanks,
really
brother.
appreciate it.
No problem, guys. I appreciate it. Clint, thanks for having me, and you guys continue to have a good show.
All right,
Joe. Joe, we love you too.
Joe,
Joe's still here. Are we signing off?
I know you've seen some crazy shit.
I've seen a few things.
Favorite case that you ever had, or like craziest case that you ever had that you were just like had to defend somebody? Were you always on the police side?
I've been on the police side until March. Yeah.
Oh.
No. I've been on the side of justice. Side of justice since March. So.
Okay. So then, what's the craziest thing that you've had to fight for the police?
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Well, I can say certain things. I mean, one of the crazy things I did is I testified against a biker gang back in October, in Trenton, actually. And I was told, I got like a quick text message afterwards, where they said, "Hey, we were on Facebook on one of the groups, and your name was being circulated as a witness." I said, "Oh, all right. So if I hear a lot of rumbling by my house, I'll just call the local police."
Oh shit!
Yeah. So that was a fun experience.
Bikers are scary.
I had a guy, this is going back, I want to say 2015, got shot in the intestines twice. And when the cops went to the hospital and said, "Yo, what's up? Why you get shot? Like, what happened to you?" He goes, "Man, my life's so great." And everyone sees it on Instagram. They just want to get rid of me. Who wouldn't want to be me? So that was his whole reason for getting shot. And then he didn't want to testify, obviously. So the case just went away because he didn't approve. But yeah, he was totally good with it. So
that is amazing.
We had one kid who gave a statement. We were like, "Hey, so how come your fingerprints were in that Jeep that wasn't yours?" He goes, "Well, when you see your boy and like you go and you reach in to give a high five and do a handshake." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I think when I just gave him a high five that day, like my fingerprints just fell off." Like, "Your fingerprints fell off?" Like, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Yeah, we did that and our hands touched. My fingerprints just probably fell off, and that's why you found them in the car." Not how that works, kid. At all.
They just sprinkled everywhere.
Joe, let me ask you, what are statute of limitations? Like, do they change? They vary for every crime?
Yeah, most crimes have a 5-year statute of limitations. Most. I can't tell you the exact. I think murder is probably forever. I think rape just got made forever because of Me Too. So
awesome. That's great. This is good news. Keep going. So rape and murder, and I don't have any of that in my closet, so that's good.
Yes, so you're good at that. Most other things are 5 years. Most frauds, most petty crimes and whatnot are 5 years.
Drugs.
It's whenever the police find out about it. Whenever it starts ticking.
Wait, what?
They find out about it.
Wait a minute. And so they found out about something you did like 5 years ago, and then it's 5 years. But if they found out yesterday about something you're doing 5 years ago, then you're in trouble?
You could be. There's a lot of facts that would go into that.
All right. So
you're probably fine. I mean, the ability to prove it is going to be shit at that point, which is usually the. I would get calls all the time saying, "Hey, we had a carjacking 15 years ago, and the DNA just came back. Can we charge this person?" I'm like, no. You gotta go and see, can the person identify someone who carjacked me 15 years ago, matching DNA, all that fun shit. Yeah, that was the fun part of telling people now. So
statute of limitation, guys. We gotta remember that. So if we maybe we should not talk about this.
How about this? How about just saying allegedly after a story?
Yeah, if you say allegedly, does that get you out of everything?
yeah, or hypothetically.
Or I have a story to tell. It's not me. It's just because we're having fun right now.
Yeah, my friend Fenry did it. So
not even that. What if you tell the whole story and you forget, and then at the end you go allegedly?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yes.
That works. All right. I think that only works for rich people.
It's like.
Oh, actually, if you rhyme it, set it to a beat, you can talk about it in a song. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Stand up about it.
It's like how good does allegedly work? Like, does it work as good as no homo?
I think that
does it have the same
article.
strength?
I'll have to check the law and see if either one of those two things are codified anywhere.
I like that, Clint. That's fucking pretty good, Clint.
So I mean, now that you've been, you've been a part of the show for, an hour and a half, however long. When we're done with the show, do you feel like there's any legal advice that we need based on the things that we've talked about or the direction of the show or anything like that?
Yeah, but that can be for after you hit the stop button.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if because we just think this is normal conversation and fodder, etc. So it'd be nice if it's like, okay, so moving forward, maybe you guys want to cool it on X, Y, and Z.
But keep in mind too, when I went to law school, I had no intent of being a prosecutor. I was going for entertainment law. I did copyright and trademark stuff and just general,
Oh, so you're gonna get so talked to, Henry, not us.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and then I just ended up needing a job because no one was hiring after law school. So
I love that. Well, I could use. I need some copyrights. I could use a few of those.
All right, I can give you that stuff.
All right, good. We need to
copy some of your rights. Yeah.
So is
I'll copy your rights for you.
FBI's writing him again. He's like,
yeah,
don't talk about copyright.
Mike, just come outside. Look at the pink moon.
Yeah, they're like, can you fucking wrap it up? Agent Johnson's out here and he wants his blowjob.
Yeah. He can't come on your porch. That's illegal. Just walk to the street, please.
The aliens are here to probe your anus if you come out.
Yeah. While Mike's giving fucking CIA fucking spooks hand jobs like this.
Ignore the FEMA truck outside.
Yeah.
The FEMA one's scary. The FEMA one's...
The blue hats. The blue hats.
Do you have any of those plastic coffins in your basement?
Oh, man, I'm so scared of those things. I'm so scared of those things.
Those things are awesome.
The one, how many million did Obama order? Yeah, those?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I'm scared of those.
How many did he order, Joe?
I can't disclose that information.
Well,
all right.
Like I said, I was a little flat tonight. I'm sorry, guys.
Are we, well, we're still live right now. Are we clipping it? Hour and 13 minutes. All right, we're going to talk about legal mumbo jumbo you guys don't care about.
Yeah.
No, probably not. All right, everybody, episode number 6 with Joe and Jeff, and of course us a-holes like normal. So next week we'll be back, maybe new format.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Joe. Thanks for coming, Jeff. And maybe we'll have a new format.
We may, yes.
Ever expanding, ever changing, always fun to listen
once we're
to.
in the studio, it's going to be a little different, and
right.
It will be, what?
We'll be.
It's good to get our chops now, anyway.
Oh, we can sit 6 feet apart. It'll be awesome.
And I'll have my biohazard suit on anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Definitely.
All right, we're signing off, everybody.
Peace out, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.